Okay, let's just try to forget that it's 3 in the morning and I am down a rabbit hole. Not so much down a rabbit hole as I keep rereading the César Vallejo. I wish I could pronounce that last name. It's in his Human Poems collection. I keep reading it over and over again. It's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna let it drive you guys nuts. The Need to Die, Paris, 1926. Gentlemen, it pleases me to inform you, by means of these lines, that death, more than punishment, penalty, or limitation imposed on man, is a necessity, the most imperative and irrevocable of all human necessities. Our need to die suppresses our need to be born and to live. We could do without being born, but we could not do without dying. Until now, no one has said, I have a need to be born. However, frequently does one say, I have a need to die. On the other hand, to be born, so it seems very easy, since no one has ever said that it was very difficult for him, and that he put forth a lot of effort to enter this world, whereas dying is more difficult than one thinks. This proves that the need to die is enormous and irresistible, since it is well known that the more difficult it is to satisfy a necessity, the larger it looms. One yearns more for that which is less accessible. If someone were to write another always telling him that his mother continued to enjoy good health, the recipient would end up feeling a mysterious discomfort, not really suspecting that he was being lied to, and that most likely his mother must have died, but under the weight of the subtle and tacit need overwhelming him that his mother ought to die. This person would make respective calculations and think to himself, this cannot be. It is impossible that my mother is not already dead. In the end, he will feel an anguished need to know that his mother has died. Otherwise, he will end up accepting it as fact. An ancient Islamic legend recounts that a son reached his 300th year among a people for whom life ended the most at 50. While in exile, the son, in his 200th year, asked about his father and was told, he is in good health. But when 50 years later, he returned to his town and learned that the author of his days had died 200 years ago, he seemed tranquil, murmuring, I have known this for many years now. Of course, the son's need for his father to die had been for him, in its hour, irrevocable, fatal, and had been fatally fulfilled also in its hour, in reality. Ruben Dario has said that the sorrow of the gods lies not in reaching death, as for men, if from the moment they are conscious they could be sure of reaching death, they would be happy forever. But unfortunately, men are never sure of dying. They feel an obscure desire and a yearning to die, but they always doubt that they will die. The sorrow of men, we declare, lies in never being certain of death. See why it's keeping me up all night?